Hello! Today we're going to go over Kinetic Beats. What is Kinetic Beats, you might ask? Well, it's Steel Wool Sid, but the class is Kinetic Beats. So, again, pet peeve, it's the class, not the character. But again, it's another hero too. Sid is brand new to the game. It's a soldier, right? Look at the character model. It's a soldier. No, it's a constructor. It's weird. Totally weird. But he looks cool. He's badass. It's totally badass. Kinetic Beats is obtainable through the Canny Act 1 questline. You just have to go through it and you'll end up unlocking him. What is he, let's see. What do they say he is? I'll tell you right now, he's a melee constructor. What is the description on him? Steel Wool Singer that uses hardware to drop kinetic beats. He's pretty cool. Alright, so let's quickly go over the perks really quick. At level 1, you get Creative Engineering, which is a standard perk for all constructors. Increases your build speed by 10%, reduces building cost by 10%. At level 1 also, you get Kinetic Overload. This was changed. A dramatic change to constructors in 5.0. And then in 4 point something, I can't remember which update, they did a melee weapon buff, right? Well, they did specific buffs to different types of melee weapons. Hammers getting like, it was like 151 or like 97. I don't know. I think it was 151% increased damage to hammers. Swords got 57% increased. But hammers, what? Massive buff to damage. And then Kinetic Overload, basically, for those of you that don't know, it's got a cooldown. The damage is energy damage. Damage type is considered plasma as well as energy. Critical hits with hardware weapons trigger a Kinetic Overload, dealing additional damage and knocking back knocks back the target. Kinetic Overload, that's a separate perk. But so whenever you crit, it does an additional massive damage, and then it knocks everything back, or knocks the target back that it procs on. It used to have a 6-second cooldown, so it was okay. Now every time you crit, it happens. So I'm going on a little mini rant, but yeah, crit build hammers. Yeah, crit rate. Gets a base ability, blah, 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 blah. Level 5, you get Lightweight, increases hardware attack speed by 24%. Increases the hammer critical rating. So hammers, so hardware, hammer. Kinetic Overload, let's see, critical hits with hardware. So hammers work as hardware as well. Hardware is also like the wrenches. He gets Decoy. Decoy lasts 2 seconds longer at level 12. Level 15, you get Software, increases hardware heavy attack energy efficiency by 150%. So you can use your heavy attacks with consuming way less energy. Decoy Stun, when Decoy is destroyed or expires, it creates an explosion that deals impact and stuns enemies for 1.5 seconds. At 3-star evolution, you get Bull Rush. At level 25, you get Kinetic Overdrive. When Kinetic Overload is triggered, it affects targets within a half-tile radius of the primary target. So anything that's on you, if you swing and you crit on at least one thing, everything gets affected by it that you've touched. Awesome. And then level 30, you get increases damage of Kinetic Overload by 110%. What? So looking at all of this, he uses Decoy to group things together, and he just goes in swinging and group smashing. He doesn't bring any new support or tactical bonuses to the table, but he brings hammer critical chance, which increases the critical rating of blunt melee weapons by 18%. He gets Decoy Stun, so obviously it won't stack with yourself because you already have this, but when the decoy is destroyed or expires, it creates an explosion that deals impact and stuns enemies for 1.5 seconds. So you could add those to other loadouts on different heroes if you wanted to. Alright, here we are in game. Again, he's a constructor in a soldier's body. He's probably pretty confused, hence why he's raging and killing everything with hammers. But for those of you that are new to constructors, he gets a Decoy, Bull Rush, and base ability. They all get base ability. That's just their standard thing, just like every Outlander gets the loot llamas and whatnot. Decoy, you pick a place to put it down. It'll cost you 30. It's got a 30-second cooldown. It lasts for 7 seconds. 8 seconds. Lasts for 8 seconds. And if you notice that attraction radius pulsing out, anything that walks in that circle that was pulsing out from it will get sucked into it. Now, if a smasher is already in a charge, it won't. It'll ignore it. But you can also force charges with a decoy. Okay, I just want to touch base really quick on a side note when it comes to the decoy. If yeah, this is huge. If you and your friends or people, whatever, if there's a kill tunnel and husks are being funneled, let's say the husks are coming down this ramp, they're walking, they're coming around here, and you are a constructor, do not put your decoy in the tunnel. What that does, if a smasher is out here, he will sniff it out, get pissed, and charge through everything into your decoy. Also, be careful where you put it next to your bases too, because they'll charge through your base to get to the decoy. It pisses them off.
Oh, good. Husks.
So just a side note on the decoy. I'll show you how it works with these guys. We'll come up, we'll place it. They're all going to turn around. They're all looking at it. They're all looking at it. And you can go, roar!
We've got a flyer!
So that's decoy. The other ability he gets, it's rare that you get a constructor that has decoy and bull rush, by the way. Bull rush. 15-second cooldown. I didn't see how much energy it costs. We'll do it again here in a second. There's kind of I don't know if it's intentional or not, but Bull Rush doesn't really work against the mouth breathers.
A tricky one.
But I'll see if I can pick up. You can pick up any husk that you hit, with the exception of the mouth breathers. Yeah, so you just go right through him. It's weird. It takes damage now, but you can't pick him up and move him. Bull Rush is, you can use it for lots of things. It's primarily used for clearing things off. So the idea of a constructor, for those of you that are new, the constructor is the guy that builds the base. He protects the base. Base is life, base is love, base is home. Okay? Not the ability, your fort, your defense, your objective. Okay? You build the fortress, you defend it. And so if you've got a bunch of husks on your wall, let's say this is the outside wall of your objective. Okay? And you're out here fighting, and people have made it through. You come down here, and you can literally clear everything off of your wall. And now your walls are fine. Then you can pop a decoy and have them fight your decoy. You can run back and hit repair and then come back and finish everybody off. Okay? Constructors are, they're like the goalie. They're like the goalie. You don't touch the goalie. They are the last resort. This guy's a little different. He's meant for just beating the snot out of everything. So that's Bull Rush. I'll see if I can pick this fatty up and show you what it's like to remove a husk from his location. You pick him up. You pick him up. Oh, yeah. See if we can just force a, there we go.
Get that smasher. Fortunately, I can't.
Now you can't bull rush smashers, but what you can't, Jesus, that's the kinetic overload. What you can do with bull rush is when they charge, you say, not in my house. Ugh. That's not, never seen that happen. We'll try this again. Stand by. Don't you charge, buddy. You just stay right there. Okay. Yeah, it stops him. What was that last thing, dude? Get out. So, obviously right there, kinetic overload can proc off of your heavy attacks. Roar! And he's gone. Get out of here. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez.
Watch the walls. Get lost.
So we'll go ahead and see what we can do with kinetic overload here.
You'll be missed. Husk.
Jeez. I'm using fire against water. Doesn't matter. Again, I'm also level 100 fighting 76s, but still. It's gross, man. It's It's gross. Let's go find another smasher. Alright, so before... No, I pissed him off already. Let's find a weapon that does the least amount of damage. So this guy, my pulverizer is doing 15.9. That's doing 16.6. That's doing 24. So the pulverizer does the least amount, but it also has the most impact. So it's kind of let's do this. Let's take this guy. 15.9. Impact is 3.1. 3.4. Actually, this has the least impact. This has the least impact. So we're gonna show off the knockback. Oh, and it's fire against water. Good, perfect. Knockback, and he's stunned. Knockback. Knockback. Oh, but he was in animation. Knockback. Look at that. Knockback. There he goes. Kinetic. Every time you see that energy number pop up, that's the kinetic overload popping. That's gross. Okay, so since the kinetic overload procs on critical hits, I'm a little curious if it's just a straight ability damage, or if it's based on your crit damage. Whereas, like, so for instance, my thought process here, affliction is based on your tech level. So a level 1 gun, a level 50 gun will have the same affliction tick because it's based on your tech level. Corrosion, which is a ninja ability, when you crit on your target, the corrosion ticks are based on the amount of crit damage you do. So the harder your crit damage hit is, the more corrosion ticks are, the bigger the numbers. So let's we'll try 2 different weapons. Use this guy first. Okay, so we've got fire, nature, and regulars. So for those of you that have seen my videos or have played the game a little bit, fire against nature, there is 0 damage reduction. So this is a safe scenario to test it out to get a good number. We'll come and we'll hit this guy first, see what it procs as. 27.8. I didn't see those numbers. 27.8. So 27.8 on a non-elemental. Let's hit this guy one more time. Nope, didn't crit.
Target located.
27.8.
Target when you're ready.
27.8. Okay. Let's go to this gun hit. This hammer hits harder. 27.8. So it's based on. It has nothing to do with your crit damage or your weapon damage. It is literally considered ability, so that it's probably affected by tech. So if you wanted to focus on that, you could probably run. Actually, probably. Let's go try it out. Let's try it out. We're gonna run. We're gonna run Shuriken Master here in a second. Okay, we're back, and as you can see, I'm running ability damage now. So we'll see if this this goes up. Whoa.
Oh, good. That's that.
36. Ability damage. 36. It's interesting. That's interesting. So then what do you want? Do you want to crit more to get it to proc? I don't think so. I think the ability damage is better. And since it's not based on crit damage, running crit damage could be good, depending on how high your crit is. But if you're critting, oh god, that's math worthy. Anyways, I like him. He's super strong, kills things, fast. You can walk smashers backwards out of your base. Yeah, I I would recommend, though, putting at least a crit rating on your hammer, at least one crit rating. You can do crit damage after that, or damage, or you could do attack speed. But I think with this character, you're going to want, well, with any constructor now that uses, God, that's so obnoxious, just constantly spawning. Any constructor that runs a primary focus on kinetic overload should probably be running a hammer, at least one hammer that has a crit rating, high crit rating. God, that's gross. That's gross.
Target not yet located.
So now I want to go play Tank Penny to see what Tank Penny's like with the new overhaul also, and then I'll probably do a comparison between the two to see where each of them strive and are different. Obviously, hopefully, they're not just a reskin of one another. I already know this guy doesn't have some of the perks that Tank has, but at the end of the day, this character combined with any of these three, man, these things are awesome. Which then means any of the hammers are awesome. You could run, God, the Doom Hammer, the Dragon's Fist, and the Husk Style. All the hammers. All hammers. Hammers. Hammer time. Anyway, that's all I got for this one. I'm out. I'm going to go play some more. I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye now.